the Irish peoples, women and children, everyone was that's what they're basically saying. We're going to slaughter you. We're going to go to town you. If you don't sign this here within an hour, it's up to you if you sign it or not. And by the way, if you do sign it, we got some lovely sweeteners for you. And Collins did sign it then. And just being a sort of cunt that he was, when he signed it, he committed to it, and that was it. And he went back to Ireland, and he went full throttle defending it. So that was partition. And then on top of that there, the fact that even what he signed, what he expected to happen, the Brits reneged on it. The Brits said, well, listen, we'll have a boundary commission. And for now we'll give the 6 counties, we'll just keep that set up there for now, and that'll keep the unionists happy. And what we'll do is, because we believe in democracy, what we'll do is we'll have a boundary commission, and it'll redraw the border, so that the people who want to be in the majority, want to be part of an Irish parliament, they get to be in it. Which would have been Tyrone, Fermanagh, South Armagh, South Down, maybe part of the I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, a good chunk of it. And Collins thought, well, okay, well, if that happens, which would be a democratic thing, which is what the Brits are signing up to here, if that happens, sure, it'll not be long before the Ireland's free anyway. Now, you can argue with it and whatever else, but that was the thinking, right? But the Brits, the dirty, sneaky, treacherous bastards that they are, even reneged on that. Yeah. So here we are, 100 years later, and the Queen of England did decide she was going to come here and celebrate that. Along with nationalists who were going to celebrate it too. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. But there was enough vocal opposition from Republicans, really. And Michael D. Higgins obviously realised himself what a scandalous thing this was for him to go and take part in it. So the Queen of England pulled out of it, done the decent thing, maybe the honourable thing, I'm not too sure, but definitely the decent thing anyway. I'm sure she didn't want any part of scandal herself anyway. I think, when they realised that actually might be a bit of fucking bait in the Armagh ones. So that was one victory. And here we have now, less than a year later, they're pushing now again. It's like testing people to see how much will these cunts fucking take. And are you going to take it? Are you going to accept being put forward for a UK capital culture? Think about it. Are you going to be brave that easily? Are you going to have to sell your soul to the devil that easily? Catch yourselves on. Listen, I have no problem if someone wants to come and say British. That's your own thing. That's what you want to be. I don't like it, but if that's what you want to do, okay, that's your thing. But for the people of Armagh to be accepting Armagh being labelled as a British city and literally being put up for an award for it, cop yourselves on, stand up, get some balls, grow some ovaries, and fight against it. Be a real city of resistance. Keep the tradition of Armagh alive. Armagh's got a fantastic tradition of that. Go back. I'll come back fucking here. The place of Brian Boru. You get buried there. Invoke that spirit. Revive that spirit. Keep it alive. The man who rightfully claimed himself as the Ard Rí na HÉireann, High King of Ireland, the true High King of Ireland, who put the last threat of the Viking threat that was in Ireland, he dealt with it. With the help of some other Vikings. That's okay. Allied. They were accepting the Gaelic system in Ireland. They were accepting the rule of Ard Rí na HÉireann, Brian Boru. But those who weren't, he went to battle and he won. Obviously he ended up dying, but the battle was won. So now in this point in history, and through all the history we've had throughout Armagh, of all the shite, are we now at this point just gonna, and this isn't even a call for violence, this is a call for civil disobedience, this is a call for people to get their fingers out of their arses, start speaking out against it. There's nothing going on. Come on, guys. So may you make your decision. What do you want to be? What do you want to go down the history books as? 2022 Armagh, UK, British city of culture, or do you want it to be known as Armagh, Irish city of rebellion or resistance? to any labels of Britishness. Choice is yours, 2022.